What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Slick Mason once again here. I just wanted to discuss another topic with you guys here today, which is your talent is not enough. You have to be a creator. Now, the reason why I want to discuss this topic actually is because I think these days you have to be more than just an artist, right? So we spend, most of us musicians and artists, we spend so much time working on a project, and then when you put it out, you find that that there's no one actually listening to it, right? So one thing I wanted to explain is that the way we need to pivot these days, or as far as I'm concerned, in order to get my music out there and to build an audience, is to actually become more of a creator than just a musician. I will point. I'll probably start talking about a few points here that we'll get into pretty quickly right now, instead of continuing to blab on like I usually do. Anyways, so the first thing you have to remember is that there's a trap of just making good music, right? So what's the trap of just making good music? Well, back in the day, you tried to just make your music as best as you possibly could. And then you get noticed by some kind of label or some kind of other artist that could give you a cosign. That is not necessarily the case nowadays. Nowadays, you have to already have an audience going on. You already have to have numbers, so you could go to a label or approach any kind of sponsors or any kind of people who can fund your project, right? For them to feel like they could get an ROI, a proper ROI on your particular project, right? So because of those situations that are in the music industry nowadays, we have to go ahead and start creating a community almost, is what I've started to do as well, which is make this kind of content where I'm talking about artist issues that we go through and everything. And then, some fans can get an insight into how I usually think about stuff, right? How I usually work on my projects, what my work ethic is like, right? So this is something that I think is important these days, is that you need to create additional content that could go along with your music so that your fans can connect to you better. So the second point I wanted to point out is that you have to start wearing different hats as well, right? So think about it this way: when you start making music, and you can't just put it up on Spotify and just wait for it to get there. You have to actually like look into different platforms, YouTube, be it Instagram, TikTok, right? So when you're sharing on socials and all that, you want to make sure that your account is optimized. You want to make sure that it's organized, that it looks professional, that when someone comes to your social media, they have an opportunity to look at, oh, how can I support this person, or what kind of products are they selling besides just the music that they're putting together. What does their merch look like? I like their song, but I also want to support them at the same time. So you have to give your fans an opportunity to support you, right? And that's why you need to know how to optimize your accounts as well. So I've done the work as well, where I work for a digital marketing agency, and I've been able to gain some experience in the world of SEO, which is search engine optimization, right? So that's something that you kind of have to get into. You kind of have to be a digital marketer, a business person. You have to treat it like a business, right? So that's the only way that you could find some kind of success in this industry, because there's a lot of noise and you need to stand out somehow. You need to make sure that you're marketing yourself well, right? So that people don't forget who you are, and they can pretty much get excited about your project when it's coming out. Another thing is that you have to look at the mindset shift, right? So when you're leaning into being a creator, it actually gives you more power, right? And independence, instead of waiting for a label to come and save you. So when you think about, artists in the past, everyone's gotten signed to a label. Everybody's gotten a distribution deal with some kind of label that's out there, right? Or they got a cosign. Now, hey, there's so much competition. There's so much talent out there. Online is flooded with stuff, right? I don't know how much money these labels are spending on ads going out to people, but it's crazy. I've seen artists that I've gotten introduced to via YouTube ads just coming on screen, and then I'm like, oh, this is a dope song. And then I go and check out the artist, and then they have shorts that they put together, and they also put that stuff out. So you have to figure out this whole social media landscape, right? And then find a way to make sure that you can cut through the noise and then get to the people who actually would be your fans, the people who are looking for your type of music, right? So those are pretty much the 3 points I wanted to talk about here regarding this topic. Another thing I want to talk about actually is a project that I'm putting together to pretty much bring you guys shows in the cities where my music is being listened to the most, or at least where it's being supported the most. So the people who subscribe to this channel, I want to make sure that I come to your cities and I give you the best show that I could possibly give you. Another thing is that I do want to put together some custom gear for you. So if you say are one of the first 50 people to buy tickets to my show, I will put together a thank you package for you with some merchandise in there, custom made, right? So later on, who knows what could happen, right? I might be out there and they're like, oh, you have Slick Mason gear, and then you can connect to other people who have also been fans of this music, right? So I'm trying to create mainly an ecosystem where we can all share our experiences and enjoy this music as it's being made. And you guys can also follow me on my journey here where I'm trying to grow this so that I can show other artists as well who are out there that are underground, that are not getting help from any huge entities, and not becoming industry plants and stuff, right? Those kinds of artists, there's a lot of them out there that don't get heard and don't get their music recognized. So I'm trying to make sure that I can show them how to do this and build it, and then have them also achieve the same success, and we can build each other, right? So thank you guys for watching today. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. Please subscribe, share this video, give us a like, and also leave me a comment, because it helps out a lot with the algorithm in order to push this content to the people who need to hear it the most. All right, so thank you for your time, and take care. Have a great day.